Hi. Do you ever have troubles falling asleep at night, or do you happen to notice some of those thoughts just repeating over and over in your mind? We have come to find out that our thoughts play such a big part in the reality we experience. And yet the question remains of, if that's the case, how do we switch those thoughts that just seem to repeat? How do we ultimately become the co-creator rather than letting those thoughts that are on kind of autopilot continue to run our lives? Hi, I'm Amanda Korger, and I'm the co-founder of Heart Magic Healing, and that's really what I'm here to talk to you about today, are those thoughts that go over and over in your mind. And there's so much out there. And one of the things that I've really found is, how can we let it be easy? How can we easily shift those thoughts? And one of the biggest things that I have found for me personally is to really become the observer. What does that mean? Well, let's say you ask yourself a question. Perhaps, how can I be more of my authentic self? Your mind is amazing at solving problems, and it is constantly looking for that story or that answer and shuffling through all those files in the filing cabinet somewhere hidden in your mind. And it starts sharing with you information. And it often does it pretty quickly. And what I found is that I would ask for all of these signs. I would ask for, what do I need to know about this? And the answer was right there in my mind. All I had to do was sit back and observe. So if I asked that question, I would then observe what's coming into my mind. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's the grocery list, or if it's a to-do list, or maybe there's actually that little voice of, take a step in this direction. Notice whatever's coming to your mind. And then sit with, what is this telling me? What is this showing me? How does this relate to the question I asked? One of my favorite ways to do this is I will take a little walk and I'll set an intention for the walk. Like, show me how to do this, or show me how to be more in alignment, or what I need to know about this situation. Show me if this is the right path for me. And as I set that intention and I begin my walk, I just begin to observe. I notice that thought that comes in, and I was like, is this related? How does this connect? And sometimes I'll check. One of my personal favorite ways to do this is with a muscle test, the finger muscle test. And there's lots of different ways you can check in with yourself. You can ask your body to show you yes and no. There's multiple muscle testing techniques. You can use a pendulum. Many different things you can do. But really, just sit back and observe what comes into your mind. And watch how quickly it comes. And when you take that step back and become the observer, it just flows to you. It's there, waiting for you. And it's easy. Let it be easy. And then begin to ask yourself, if this isn't what I would like to be there, how would I replace it? How can I change this? What belief would I like to call in? Perhaps what's coming through for you is an old belief that you're being signaled to change, to shift. Like, this is what's holding you back. Find a way to shift this. And then sit with, what would I like to believe? What would I like to be running through my mind right now? What thoughts would benefit me for this situation, experience? And let your mind begin to work for you there too. And see what you can imagine and create. If you found this helpful, I would encourage you to consider subscribing to our channel, or perhaps you know a friend that would also benefit this. If you feel called to share it, please feel free to do so. We would love to assist as many people as possible. Thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a beautiful day, and let it be easy.